Thank you for tuning in with Enchantress. That is me, the BABBLER. That is me on this revolutionary rise of an uprising. It's all happening at this time. Hello, guys. And so, the story unfolds. Growth happens. Growth. We learn. Well, we learn when we want to learn. Because when we don't want to learn, we be hard-headed. And when we be hard-headed, we be swimming in that sea of denial, right? Of whatever it is that we refuse or don't want to see. It's just like exit strategy. You're like, as stubborn as can be. You know what I mean? It's like the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result because you just refuse to implement whatever action or change or acknowledgement or thing you must do, whatever needs to be released in order for the new to come in, right? We have a full moon coming. The energies of it are here. Things coming into full bloom, my dear, especially if you've been putting in the work, right? It's like revelations of clarifications that you see now. There's no unseeing when you see, because you see. And if you're at this level of evolution, of accountability, that just is natural now. You see it before. The accountability for your own actions and your participation in certain kind of things and fuck shits. I love that word, Shanique World Tarot. Shanique. She's funny. Anywho, now I say fuck shit all the time. Anyways, you know, these realities that we play out, live out, believe without questioning sometimes, and we just do. And then some part of our inner land resists this thing or things, or just feeling absentee from certain things, many of us having to go through the feels of many things that we're accustomed to not dealing with because we are conditioned in this world to externalize everything, that before we even arrive to the internal station, a lot of shit went down. Right? A lot of shit went down. And it's just like, I was there. Right? So I like just like see this, and then I get like all like, let me see, let me make this. Hold on, let me put this. I have to pause this anyway soon. But yeah, so here we are approaching this full moon. Although when you receive this message, it will be when you are in need of whatever it is that you are going to receive from this alchemy of light coding. Understand, overstand for your best command. We're in this kind of leveling of alignment, man. in this station. Okay, no matter how kooky I can be, it's just for all my multiple personalities. Right. Sure. Let's call it that. Right. Hi. So, here we are. Breathing in a lot of things much more clearly, no matter what station you are on, no matter what level you are on. This is not up for comparison. This is about resonance in a whole conscientious kind of way. Not resonance in the empathic kind of way of just like cock slapped all around, you know, and it's just like, whoa, lots of penises in town, huh? Okay. Great. No more being cock slapped. Some people ask me, why do you joke in such, like, you know, vulgar ways? Like, you know, what can I say? Humor has helped my alignment through this entire, whatever this is, here perceived 3D reality of life, of some kind of system we have awoken to. The commandings. I'm here at my station, but I don't know. I don't know. Am I supposed to do what I'm told? Am I supposed to follow how I feel? But everything that I feel comes from the things that I was told that is not real, so then what's real? Because the things that we are conditioned is spoon-fed down our throats, right? That's not a joke. You come out your mother's womb, and everything you know up until this point in time, if you have whether or not questioned it in your life, listen, let me just tell you, everything up until you exit the scene, and now you 3D jump outside of this perceived vessel of a sentient thing that moves around on the scenes like an avatar, you know what I mean, right? Ah, jelly beans, let's go in. Okay, we're going to go in for our spins. Okay, I reloaded. Let me express this channeling best in whatever effects and whatever dialect and language it's going to release itself on, but know that you just flow and allow for these things to grow. Alright, that's what it means to hangman surrender and just, okay, finally, I arrive. I am here. Things are looking very clear. Okay, she's really dramatic here. Damn mother fudgin' Skippy. Like I said, humor has done me best. Especially for all the things I've been put to the test. Oh, humor has been my go-to. I'd rather laugh than cry, yet I do both all the time. Can I pick and choose? Oh, I do them both at the same time too. I laugh and cry. I cry, I laugh. Alchemy. Right? Okay. Here we go. I'm dialing for the flow. The things that we grow. So now that you know. You know? I'm seeing signs. In no way am I affiliated, you know, with these things that we wear. You know what I mean? Jelly beans? Wait. Anyhow. I'm cold. Because when I download, I get cold. Are you a downloader too? Do you tap into whatever field of schmield of whatever? Like, you can just data compute and pick up whatever it is that you're going to resonate, because it goes with your resonance, whatever it is that you're fishing for, whatever it is that you are on. That is how we know where it is that you are in whatever development that you are, because what you speak is what you sow, and what you act and what you vibe, and all these things that are just circuitries alive, revealing to all of us who you are. That's been a wake-up call for many empaths. To wake up to the reality. Oh shit! It's not even my feeling, but I am in it, and so I see, and then I cry, and then I. Oh yeah. Right? Why me? Syndrome. I'm such a good person. Syndrome. I don't deserve this. Victim. Why people be hating? Confident. Or conceited, thinking so. It's like everybody always got something to say, right? So by the time you get to the inner lens and this computer data systems, you got a lot of shit to unlearn. And it's just like, okay, accountable I am for the fuck shit that I have participated in. And then when we get to, you know, your own, you're just like, come on, guys, let's just brush this off. Okay. Good whole person now, huh? Yeah. First you gotta get through the guilt within you of the fuck shit that you do. And that's most of the time why most people don't want to be accountable for it either, because it's like, wait a minute. Then I gotta meet me, the shadow side of me, and I gotta get into the nitty gritty of why I do what I do, when I do what I do, and for what kind of fuck shit too. Like, okay. And even still going through like shit like that, and still want to say, oh, it was the tumble. It was the bad boogeyman. It was the hex of a vex, of a witch, of a bitch, of a fuckery, of a brujeria. Guilt. Many have been aligning with their guilt. That has been an anchor and a weight weighing them down, no matter what it is that it is, from no matter how many years of moons of ago. Because you're awakening to the things that you sow. And then for the many of you, too, that are awakening still to the parts of you that have fucked up, too. You know, and the things that, even if you see it for what it is, our conditioning has taught us to still act in the part of judge and jury. Oh, he's down, let's kick him more. Let's attack. War. Right? Right. Stab you with my unicorns. Right? Right. Right. This tough shit, fuck shit. Well, I'll kick his ass. I'll kick her ass. Let's try to not come to me with that. Everybody always ready to fight. Well, I know. Fire is me. We take fights. I used to always say, prior to my getting my anger tamed, oh yes, I've come a long way. I'm not just saying. Call me Tyson in high school. Like, I'm so little. Clearly. What the fudge? Right? Anger. Defense mode. Oh, but I'm always attacked. It's this and this and that. Right. Having to get through all these layers of obeyers, naysayers, conditioned nonsense that creates the behavioral pattern and conditioning in you to act in the way that you would act, and whatever resonance of whatever true it factor that you were brought into this realm with, that you are now. It's like the princess and the pea kind of depiction you see. How did they know that she was the princess? Well, she would know that there was a pea all the way down in the layers of things. Should be able to identify, you see, no matter how many bunker rings or layer rings of mattresses we put upon this pea, she would feel it. She would know something is off. And that's how we would know she was the princess. Whoa. Kind of fucked up storytelling of a distorted way. We often fault the writer for the perception. Now, you can be clear with the depiction, granted. But many attack the writer for their own perceptions of how they perceive whatever it is that they receive. Fine, granted, words are spells. They live to tell. And someone might be right in their analyzing, too. But it's always going on and around, too. And so before we get to our inner lens, there's a lot of hijacking going on across these lands. And here we are with our unicorns and swords. I get ya! Stab you! Stab you! I gotta hear them. Self-worth, okay? The value of our own self-worth has increased and it has overcome the guilt, for there has been a transmutation process through all of this. And if there hasn't been one for you, it's coming. The merging of whatever click of a flick of a prick of a saturation within your entire vessel and being, and getting into the believing for all the work that you'll be doing in between. You shall be receiving, especially if you've been doing the work. There's some that just come here because they are obsessed. And then there will be many that won't come because it is me. Okay. See what level of evolution they be on. But no more am I concerned with the whys of others' external stimuli, right? It's a learning time. Getting into the groove of a line and truth sublime that exists inside, and that's just me this time. I'm just like, it's so cute. If there's going to be a video for anyone, let it be for myself. I'll watch back now and entertain myself. This shit has helped. And it's crazy when you think about like the evolution of like getting me even just to record. I fought spirit. No, I'm a writer. I love to write. Spirit, I don't mind writing. My blog is doing great. It's doing wonderful. I'm happy with that. Right. enchantingbabble.blogspot.com. That's my baby. Right? So it's like, record. No! Record! Wisdom. No! Record! So it's been quite the nozzle. Right. Justice. Wisdom. And I said justice, and then this card comes up. It says, I don't have the book with me to know what every single one of these fucking cards mean. I'm just gonna go intuitively. You know, that's just how I breathe. Sometimes I use the book, sometimes I don't, depending on what kind of oracles I'm using, if it's not regular tarot. Right? Anyways, I see the scales, the balancing of some shit being, look at the, and underneath it being something being released. It's a death, transformation at best, because of a prayer, of an act that you have done to get into your own perfection, wisdom, okay? Through the justice, the completion of the shit that you needed to do during your fucking discovery, right? The discovery that you have been having that is yours. You know what? Before I used to not even really care for the word destiny, but I have my own understanding of destiny and just our own creations of many things, which is what it is that you are, which is destined for with your own evolution. Yeah, of course, that leads to something more. So yes, it's part of your growth, it's part of your journey, it's part of all of this here, right? The soul here, the soul rooting, grounding, understanding, understanding, overstanding, just, getting into the rhythm and the beats of you. And it's usually through the externalization of what we seek outside of ourselves first that got us on this fucking wild rabbit, white rabbit chase all over the place. Forgetting about ourselves the most first. But hear me out. We're passionate. Oh, see? Passion ignited in the service that we do for others too. Right. The joy that we bring to others in their lives. They're motherfudging skipping, guys. Even look, the abundance that it brings. Okay? Fuck yeah. Right? The abundance in our service. The abundance in our service. And the things that are now passing that no longer serve us. Oh, they gossiping. There's people gossiping. And they're always going to be gossiping. Until they evolve. And the more that you even just acknowledge the gossiping, right? I know that we say, oh, it's right, it's principle. Me, I've always argued principle. It's just the principle. But, the more and more that we just get into the groove of whatever vortex of energy we are choosing to seed, breed, we gotta get into the alchemy of things. Principle doesn't play a part in that. No. Principle is on the gossip side. Yeah. Principle has something to say, something to prove, something to get, something to give. It's just as good as gossip. You mean principle and gossip have been friends behind the scenes on some trickery, fuckery shit? And here you thought you was choosing a side, but meanwhile, the energy is on the same side. So who's feeding a lie? Right. So how do you do your do? Do you do? Oh, I see too. Because there is a way that you can find your own participate without vibrating or feeding the principle, which I've always argued. That's not argument. But it's the principle. Never mind. It's the principle. Get off your high horse. It's the principle. And then fire signs be tough. I'm not saying all the other ones are not tough, and I'm not saying please, because we're more than one sign. But you got some hot-headed mofos ready to burn down the whole mother fudging house out of principle. Not giving a fuck about it either. Like, I don't care. I don't care. Yeah. Right. So, there's a lot of people talking shit. And there's a lot of people talking shit. Ah, you know what came to mind? The next time, like, you know, people talking shit. If none of you are familiar with yoga poses, Google, picture, or a small little video, or I can show you right now. You're not gonna get me right here. I'm not dressed appropriately. You know what? Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm back. Yeah, so I got a little bit more comfortable, as you can see. Whatever. Long day. And if any of you follow me on my Instagram, at Enchantress, ENCHANTRESS, then you would know my ridiculous obsession with the Baby Yoda. The Baby Yoda memes. I have to pause again. Hi, so I am back again. Hi, Shiva. She's, we have to live in that full moon coming, like I said. Although these messages are timeless, so whenever I look at, oh, I have the sign thing there. Whatever. Stay. Yeah, I saw it and I had to have it. I was like, hello. I'm worried outside too. Hold on, I want to take a picture. I'm skipping. You know why? Because we should always want to take a picture and always document and cherish and treasure the times you have with yourself. I'll share that on my blog, enchantingbubble.blogspot.com. Alright, eventually. And here we go. And then you can see it's on my room. That's what I'm doing. Like crazy. What else is going on? Cheese! Beautiful. Anyways. Wait. Beautiful? I am beautiful. You are. True. Okay? So, what was I saying? I don't know completely. So, butterfly, you put both of your feet together, right? Right? You put both of your feet together, whatever, right? You kiss, kiss, and then together we're a happy, unified family, right? Okay? So then you put that together. And then you butterfly up and down, up and down, and down, and down, right? And I kiss and like up and down, up and down. And if you want to challenge yourself, right? Then you do full butterfly. Full butterfly. You can do full butterfly all day long. Right? So, next time, Gossip is trying to ruffle your feathers, butterfly that shit away. Movements in every kind of way. I just did a video to finally like loosen up my own strings to kind of things, like, and get over my own shy, right? I'm being ridiculous the way that I am behind closed doors, even by myself, guys. I entertain and entertain myself constantly, especially I'm a lot by myself, you know. Anyways, yeah. So the next time gossip wants to ruffle your feathers, I'm even telling this to myself, okay? Because people always got something to say. Don't even stick up your finger. Fly, butterfly, fly, fly, right? So just do that. You'll feel better, you'll laugh a little bit more, you'll loosen the fudge up, and you know, you do some exercise, you do some movement, you move the shit out of your life. Yeah, it works just like that. Imagine shit was flying at you. Yeah. So, acceptance, okay? Acceptance for everything that you are. Is this recording? Wait, it's recording. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so soulmate acceptance. What do you mean, spirit? Soul. See, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna interpret it because that's still my hardness towards the love departmentness, because many people that are here, but this is just a grounding, my dears. Like I said, like it's just grounding your soul. You are more than this body. I am Baby Yoda. I love Baby Yoda. Anyway, so, you know, people are gonna keep on, they're gonna talk shit, they're gonna know the part of you, even if the shit that they talk is right, and if that bothers you, then, you know, look at vanity coming up, a lot of throat chakra imbalances, even just with our own understanding of not wanting to appear a certain type of way, so you inhibit yourself in every kind of way to satisfy the dominating felt energies of what is to be accepted, and dull down you. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. Seriously. Like, completion, okay? Putting to death, burying shit, right? Which brings me to why I hit record. Oh my goodness. So, here we are, approaching a full moon bloom of just clarifications of our own elevations for our own evolutions during this revolution. And it's just like, there's no accepting, no damn substitutions. Like, this is here. Exactly the pattern that I'm creating, my dear, right? Off of this perceived 3D platform here. Like, you know, you're just like, okay. In your self-worth. You found your chair, your royal chair, like, it's like, oh, what? I am God? I am goddess. Blasphemy, don't say that, you are not. Do you remember who you are? I will kill you. Don't speak. Ah! Creating the dance of challenger and challenged dynamic. It's still all like, I hate using the word ego, but created, see, soulmate, like, this keeps coming up. I wish I had the book on me a second. Now that makes me interested into what the book has to say in regards to that. I'm sure it's about relationships too, or just like, you know, our whole, because this is the red chakra, right? Our roots to the earth, like, and just our own evolutions with relationships. Like, it seems like that's everyone's song and dance, even with like the whole twin flame whole dynamic of things. I watch many videos, you know, I love it, and I find the ones that resonate, you know, with me, and it doesn't necessarily mean the story. See, that's what people get it misconstrued. I might like a video just because I like the person who's creating it, their energy, and their talent, their skill for whatever it is, and however it is that they bring whatever it is that I find interest in, into, like, you know, full view, like, so it doesn't mean that what they've said in their video, the story, is mine or resonates, and, you know, although there are many that I'm like, oh, thank you, spirit, you know, yeah, you know, but there are often other times, you know, I watch and I appreciate for different reasons, right? Everybody has their own reason. So, you know, how we perceive and receive everything is very telling about how we are, who we are, when we are, where we are. So to be able to now start getting even more clearer, because you've put in the work, right? Right? What else needs to be released? That just needs to be put to rest. And that's going to be different for each and every one of us, because each and every one of us are somewhere in our own revolution. So even what I'm hearing even just now is this whole love dynamic of lovers or soulmates, twin flames, like this divine masculine, this divine feminine, this thing outside of ourselves still, this leveling of acceptance, of, you know, of following or conforming or complacency, or like just this leveling of reality, of a truth, like getting even deeper into what is our truth, like what needs to be released. And for a while, stubbornly, like this channel, I'm going to be posting it on my channel, the one that I created, the Enchanting Babble, that you're all most likely in the beginning, especially watching this on. But I'm also going to post this on my new channel. So if you are following me and you're watching me on my regular channel, know that this channel is being phased out. Right? And I will have the link to my new channel for you to please go over there and subscribe. It's a new evolution for me in discovery of my own shrine as a humanitarian, as a healer, as a seer, as an artist, as a mother, as a teacher, as a student. You know? So, yeah. So, it's clearer. And one would say, whoa, haven't you worked so hard that you're getting to a certain leveling, or, you know, building some leveling of traction, of an audience, of whatever, you know, at its own pace. And, you know, I'm thankful and grateful for over, I think we've been approaching over 30,000, like, you know, like, even just the viewings and stuff. Followers are one thing. Subscribers, people are so egoic that they'll like you and they still won't fucking follow you, subscribe to you, just because they have that level of deep asshole. It's okay. It's okay. You know? Ooh. You know, miracles may occur. Okay. I'm all about love. Even with all the shade people throw my way. Right? And that's just how I flow. This I know. Right? I've been spiteful with my tongue. Never really with my actions. Tongue, which I guess can be perceived as action because I spoke it. Make people new assholes real quick. Lava me. Thanks. I don't even know who she is. Yes, I do. But either way, it's time. Yesterday I posted a video letting go and being just my silly self, moving, and I silly danced and stretched and just simply let go. That was not easy once upon a time ago, and that still wasn't easy yesterday, but I've come a long way to just loosen my own strength of this judgment, fear, not accepting myself on this leveling of a tear because of peers. Oh dear, what have we here? I'm a lefty, but I do a lot of righty things. Getting into the swing of things. And I posted it immediately. No longer am I battling the don't post thing. That was a few years back. When I was like, post, no, don't post, oh, no, post, and then not be able to even watch it back because I would delete it if I did. So, again, like I said, this growth in my own comfortability with just this leveling of expression and communication, right? We've come a long way. Even though others might say from their perception that I've always been very outspoken and theatrical and dramatic and, you know, expressive, but it's always been, it's like the show, right? I've always been a transmuter of negative energy all around, and that's all that exists. So I've always been the clown, right? Jennifer the clown, silly as ever. We can't take you seriously. I never learned how to take myself seriously, but then I took myself seriously because everything was harsh, right? And so you develop these behavioral patterns and conditioning of self-treatment that do not necessarily serve your highest good, but instead become complacent and conforming to the energies that are around you, which you have disassociated yourself from your own inner land, so you are taking in a lot of external stimuli of perceptions and feelings that are not necessarily yours. And so there goes the mudanes, existing every day, oblivious to anything. We just have routine. Right. Breathe. Right. So, you know, sometimes we build on these constructs, these systems, these conditionings, these behaviors, these patterns, these passed on freaking things, these spoon-fed to you since you came out your mother's womb. And if you don't want to believe that too, then you live in the sea of denial. I don't go there no more. I don't even visit. But I do encounter those that come out of the sea of denial. Eventually, when they get to a level where they can and actually now communicate with me, because they're on the self-righteous uprise of evolution, and so they've gone through so many of a whatever they had to in order to get to wherever they need to get to, where they meet me, and we work on some other levelings of deep rooted things. That's all individualized for each, and it's tasked intuitively too. So everyone needs something different, you know. You can use and apply certain methods and modalities to treatments and sessions and, you know, readings, whatever it is that you do. I do a lot, right? All of it. But each individual requires something different and requires their own mix of prescription that is found through their own discoveries too. But that requires a certain level of receptivity, accountability, desire to want to evolve in that kind of way. And one of the mistakes that, if you are here, many of us have made, has been in the holding on or dragging along those that we care or love for or want by our sides, or people that just no longer match our vibe, but we want to keep them in our lives. And so we pick up a lot of slack. We get a lot of karmic extra shit back because we're holding on to that. That shit is whack. No. Right? So it's like a whole different placement. Now, no longer confused, no longer in the sea of denial, learning true faith and what that does mean, right? For all of us. If you have faith, then your proclamation of whatever it is that you are proclaiming to have faith in need only be said once. Play that back, rewind that, write that down. Recovery. Oh shit. Truth is found. And it's like, pow. Hold up, I got the key. I got the key. I got the key. I got the key. What do you mean I got the key? I got the key. I got the key. Oof. Wow. In my discoveries, I realized that in my recoveries, that yo tengo los llaves. ¿Es de Spanish? Sometimes. There's one personality that does. She often, once upon a time in the past, came out only with alcohol. I'm like, oh, and uncle didn't make her wise. But wisdom shows up every time, right? Completion. Miracle. This solar plexus activation station of moments, right? Infusing, releasing, knowing your freaking self-worth, finding your royal, discovering your royalty. Oh, that's just for me? Let me sneeze. I like to stand. Stand in your command. Okay? So here I am. In my own levels of perfection. Due to this leveling of perception. Okay? Inviting you to check out my new channel that will be taking over. So I will be posting this video too. No. See? I'm learning. Through my listening. As a good girl. Sometimes. But I love my naughty because it's passionate. I've learned with my naughty too. Right? I used to always say this poem over and over. And Brother Bear rekindled the poem because I used to always say it because of my curly hair. Let me share it with you. And I used to say this as a small child whenever I would get in trouble. Which, once you listen, you can see why I got away with something. As Jennifer gets in trouble, she pauses, lifts one finger up, and recites. There once was a little girl who had a little curl right in the middle of her forehead. And when she was good, she was very, very good. But when she was bad, she was horrid. So, please do skim through or read everything in the description box there below because it's going to lead you to my new channel, for this one is being phased out. Releasing with wisdom, in full alignment with my truth, accepting the divine existing within my shrine that I tap into, that is ethereal, surreal, sublime, supreme, mystical, in my own perseverance. I persevere, I rise, my dears. Affirmations for you to hear, repeat back, write down, say it out loud. Unicorn proud. I'm a unicorn. Back in the days when I was young, nobody ever knew what the movie The Last Unicorn was. And I used to make the friends that did come over and visit watch it. They didn't find it as fascinating as I did because I cried. No matter how many times I've seen the movie, I cried every single time. I even have the movie now. Although I don't watch TV for, wow. Probably, wow. I don't even know how many years. It's over 5. You stop counting over 5, okay? And but I have it. It's memorabilia. It's one of my favorite childhood movies. Had a few odd ones. Thankful for having that because nobody seems to know what the movie was. The Last Unicorn. If you are here and you know what movie I'm talking about, please comment and share that because not many people from my neck of the woods even knew what the fudge I was talking about. Okay, Brooklyn in the house, without a doubt. Jupiter dropped off. Jupiter and Neptune decided to drop off Undihila, Scorpionic, into Brooklyn. Stand outside and be like, when you guys will come in and pick me back up. Pick me up, Scotty. Even though I never liked Star Trek. Right? As Wi-Fi, as sci-fi as I am, especially from young, people were like, I would imagine you enjoyed Star Trek. Nope. Weird, right? Anyways, I didn't watch that show. But yeah, so this recovery process is amazing. And so I invite you to please subscribe to my new YouTube channel that is going to infinitely replace this one. This one's being phased out. And from every video still shown on this channel, moving forward, will reference you to my new place for you to subscribe. And if you even make it to the end of my video to hear it, well then you are done a dozen. You are rare, my friend. You are the last unicorn. Welcome to new. This is the recovery zone. And we are each free to display as the divine needs us to display. No matter what people gotta say. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, thank you so much for tuning in, and make sure to see where it is that I am sending you over to. Just click, right? Click, and then click subscribe. It's very much appreciated. You know what I mean, guys? There will be lots of things going on over there. It will be evolutionary, revolutionary, and handled with divine loving care. So, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. Me and baby Yoda gotta go to sleep. Okay? Got some clients I need to meet. But either way, thank you. Where there's a will, there's a way to lead by example, to shoot for the stars and reach your dreams by far that you see. Visionaries. Through love, we rise. Transformation times wise. That's my owl butterfly. Good night, guys. Or good morning. No! I don't ever. And I'm not editing. Still no edits. Fudge that. I never say good. I always say grand rising. That was weird. Yeah, so grand rising. Or sweet dreams. Hello. Hi.
eyes are tired.
Healing waves of love. This is the healing oasis. And that is it. Alright, so for real.
I go to sleep now. I'm tired. Look at you.